Get ready to receive this and hear it and see if you are experiencing some of these internal resistances, because these are not as easy to identify. I needed to give myself permission. So I hope this helps you to give yourself permission to evolve, grow, and go after the working mom life that you want, need, and love. The life you feel called to live.
How do you manage it all? Work-life balance? Oh, please. I want to have kids, but will it damage my career? When is the right time? How can I find time for myself? I feel like I'm losing myself, juggling career and motherhood. If these questions resonate with you, you are in the right place. Being a working mother is hard. Yes, life is hard. But should it be this hard to have a career and be a great mom? No, it shouldn't. I get it. I've been there, Mama. I'm Unique Anthony, your host of the Rockstar Career Moms podcast, a former recruiter, associate director of career services, and frustrated working mother turned empowerment cultivator coach and advocate for working mothers. My struggles as a working mother ignited a passion within me to support moms like you. After years of surviving in frustration, I finally got to the root of my challenges and learned how to overcome them. Like you, I want to thrive in both my career and motherhood without sacrificing myself in the process. Both my professional experience in recruitment, staffing, and career development, and my personal experience as a working mother taught me how vital real support and effective support systems are. Working mothers need support. You need support, Mama. Now I'm using that expertise in everything I've learned and continue to learn to support you. Join me and my guests each week as we raise awareness, spark change, and build the support systems we need to thrive. Together, we'll create the working mom lives we not only want, but need and love for ourselves and our children. Working moms, it's your time to rock. Let's do this, rock stars.
Brace yourself for the resistance that comes with taking control of your working mom life. Yes, you will face resistance when you decide to overcome your frustrations and create the working mom life you truly want. Some resistance will be easy to spot, dismiss, and eliminate, but others, they'll challenge you in ways you didn't expect, requiring more of you, requiring you to dig deep within yourself, to increase your awareness, belief in yourself, and your strength to push through. In episode 4, we deciphered what it means to be a frustrated working mother. And I guided you through 10 questions to help you identify if you're frustrated with your working mom's life. By the way, welcome back to the Rockstar Career Moms podcast. This is Unique Anthony, your host. Oh my goodness. So in episode 4, we deciphered what it means to be a frustrated working mother. And I guided you through 10 questions to help you identify if you're frustrated with your working mom's life. Listen to that episode if you need more support figuring out your current working mom state. Today, I'm giving you a heads up, a caution, if you will, to alert you of resistance you'll face on your journey to overcome your working mother's frustrations. Being aware of the challenges we may face on the path to our goals can make a significant difference in how we navigate them, how we persevere through the challenges on the journey, and ultimately achieve success. Let me repeat that, because this could be that one switch or difference that it makes for you as you work to overcome your working mother frustrations. Being aware of the challenges we may face on the path to our goals can make a significant difference in how we navigate them, how we persevere through the challenges on the journey and ultimately achieve success. Having an awareness and a knowing that something will be hard helps us persevere through the obstacles. A caveat to that, though, you need to make sure that you are pursuing goals that are in alignment with what you truly want. Choosing the hard that are in alignment with what you want. Something for you to think on. Are the goals you're fighting to achieve in alignment with the working mom life you want now in the season of your life? Brace yourself, ladies, for resistance you may experience on your journey going from frustrated working mother to rockstar career mom. That may cause you to want to walk away and give up. Unknowingly self-sabotaging, the resistance you may experience will be external or internal. The external resistances are typically beyond your control. However, they will be easier to spot, to identify, to see, dismiss, and eliminate. And the internal resistances are within your control. However, they are the struggles that will require you to dig deep within yourself to increase your awareness, belief in yourself, and your strength to push through the struggle. All right, so now a moment of self-reflection. Have you been struggling for years to successfully balance your career and motherhood? So think about it. Have you been struggling for years to successfully balance your career and motherhood? You may have asked for and gotten help with childcare, daycare, and school pickups and drop-offs, outsourced what you can, and implemented all the working mom hacks to help you manage your time more efficiently and effectively. Yet, you find yourself constantly feeling exhausted or like there's a void, feelings of discontent and unhappiness despite all your success. If this resonates, it's time to check on your internal resistances. The information I share or the stories you hear here on the podcast may make you feel uncomfortable because it doesn't feel good hearing hard things, right? Or to make change that will disrupt the rhythm you have as a busy working mother. It's not easy to change, especially when you're confident in the life you have because you know what you have. Even if it no longer serves you, you may gain comfort in the familiarity versus making a change and doing something new where you don't have all the steps or know the outcome. It's basically choosing a different set of risks with unknowns or risks staying with what you know because of doubt and fear of the unknowns. In last week's Wednesday Fire and Fuel episode titled, I Can Do Hard Things, I shared how I fought to hold on to a job that no longer served me because it was with a company I had been with for years. I understand it's not easy to let go of things we're familiar and comfortable with, even when they no longer serve us. Internal resistances such as this aren't easy to identify and overcome. This is why I'm doing this episode at this point in season 1 of the podcast, where I'm guiding you through the journey of rediscovering yourself to help you uncover who you are and what you want now in this season of your working mom's life. Have patience with yourself, mama. Take the time to get to know and understand yourself better. Empower yourself by consciously creating the working mom life that you truly want and need now. All right, let me highlight some of the positive effects of listening to this podcast as you work to uncover your working mom frustrations. Hearing the stories that guests and I share And being in community of like-minded working mothers who want to thrive juggling career and motherhood will help you feel seen and heard and not alone. Light bulbs will go off and you will begin to learn that many successful career mothers struggle with having, doing, and balancing it all, and are also discontent and unhappy with their working mom life while still being grateful for all they have. I feel like I need to repeat that because this is like, it took a while for me to get this. So you will have light bulb moments and feel seen and heard, especially as high achieving, high performing, successful career women turn career mothers. You will have light bulb moments going off when you hear these stories that many successful career mothers struggle as well with having, doing, and balancing it all. You're not alone. And many successful career mothers are also discontent and unhappy with their working mom life while still being grateful for all they have and all they have achieved. And you will finally feel seen and heard and like there's nothing wrong with you. And you will gain clarity of the change you need to make and stop holding on to things and settling in frustration. You're not alone, mama. Almost 10 million working moms reported being burnt out in a 2020 study. A 2024 report on the state of motherhood shared some powerful statistics that amplify the need to increase awareness and advocacy for working parents to get more support. And hopefully by sharing this statistics, you will see that you're not alone in the struggle. Okay, here we go. 69% of moms under 30 in 2024 are not planning on having another child, compared to 35% of millennial moms under 30 in 2019. And 82% of moms are considering leaving the workforce because of the cost of childcare. And there was a 14% increase from 2023 in the percentage of working moms considering leaving the workforce because of the stress and cost of childcare, with 69% of working moms considering leaving the workforce in 2024. You're not alone, mama. So if you're at a place where you are struggling to juggle and do it all and balance it all, and you're wondering, what is wrong with me? Or how is she doing it? I can't do it. Just know that you are not alone. You will receive support, systems, and tools to help you figure out what you want and identify and overcome the obstacles in your way so that you can move forward as an empowered rockstar career mom who consciously creates the working mom life you want, need, and love. Join our Rockstar Career Moms community on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the show notes. Let's continue reviewing the resistance working mothers face when they try to overcome their working mother's frustrations. Okay, and we will first look at external resistances, and then we'll look at internal resistances that you'll face on your journey of going from frustrated to thriving. That's our ultimate goal as working mothers, right? To thrive juggling career and motherhood without sacrificing or losing ourselves. All right, let's discuss external resistances you will face at work and home as you take back control of your working mom's life. All right, so at work, you may face pushback from your employer when you need to shift, change, and adjust your workload, work time, and availability. I experienced this. I felt like I had to make a case in court to adjust my schedule so that I could beat Washington, D.C. traffic to pick up my kids before daycare and pre-K close at 6 p.m. Make a case, ask permission. That's how it felt like. I'm in court proving my case to get permission. I also faced my colleagues' sly comments and remarks when I left quote unquote early. And I also faced those comments when I declined invitation to attend happy hour. You may experience biases to get your bonus, salary increase, or promotion, despite meeting and exceeding your goals and the expectations given to you. I will never forget this working mom who was getting ready to go on maternity leave, and her boss decided to be transparent with her about his concerns. She had given everything she had within her to make sure her team would be successful while she was on maternity leave. On the way to a meeting, her boss told her that he was seriously rethinking hiring women because of the stress he felt when employees go out on maternity leave. There are so many things beyond your control that you will face as you work to take control of your working mom life, and they're hard. However, that mama wasn't waiting around. She was hurt, but knew she didn't want to return to that job after her maternity leave ended. She took control and started her job search soon after that conversation with her boss. She could easily identify this external resistance. She couldn't control the actions or the thoughts of her boss. So she focused on what she did have control over, right? So that's what we are going to do. Focus on what you do have control over. Now let's get into some of the resistances you will face at home as you work to take control of your working mom life or overcome your working mom frustrations or create the working mom life you want, need, and love. All right, so at home. So a top resistance that unfortunately many working mothers face at home is resistance to share household tasks and the load of being a parent. This is easy to identify. However, as high-achieving, high-performing, successful career women who are accustomed to taking control and being a boss, you need to be cautious of this. We may just do it all ourselves, which unfortunately often is what we do, just do it all ourselves. For women who have a track record of lack of support and have come to feel like they can only rely on themselves, it's hard to let go and ask for help or trust someone else to help. So be aware of that these things can cause you to have internal resistance to letting go or getting help. This resistance can be both external and internal. Assess if you need to let go of some of the load. Allow your husband, your partner, your support system at home to take some of the load off your plate. You don't have to do it all to prove to yourself or anyone else that you can successfully juggle career and motherhood. No, you don't. You don't have to do it all to be a successful working mother. So if you have anyone that makes you feel that you should be doing it all, check them. This is a caution, an alert you need to check. You are a superwoman. You are a super mom. However, you are a human first, mama. Let some of the load go. Share it. Allow your support system to help you. Ask for help. Ask for help figuring out how to blend, balance, and juggle it all. Two heads coming together is more effective. Being a boss and leader in your career often spills over into all the other areas of your life as a high-performing, high-achieving career woman. Yes, right? So you have to consciously shift gears, your attitude, mindset, and your intentions as you move through the different roles and hats you wear professionally and personally. Yes, it's easy to say. I know it's just easy for me to say this and easy for us to say these things and hard to do without conscious and intentional effort. That example was a bit of external and internal resistance you may face. That example of facing resistance, sharing the household task, and the load of being a parent. In that, I highlighted a bit of external and internal resistance right there. And that's a good segue and transition into our internal resistances. All right, so now let's look at some internal resistance that you may face as you work to go from frustrated to thriving. The intention of this episode is to give you a heads up on why change feels hard as you navigate the journey of overcoming your working mom frustrations by alerting you of the resistance you'll encounter so that you can push through them and thereby not walking away or giving up before achieving your goals, unknowingly self-sabotaging yourself because of doubt, fear, lack of support, or awareness. And this word self-sabotage, what is self-sabotage? So self-sabotage is when people do or don't do things that block their success or prevent them from accomplishing their goals. It can happen consciously or unconsciously. So be mindful of how you may be consciously or unconsciously doing things that are hindering you from having the working mom life you want. Be mindful that you may not be taking the action you need to take. Be mindful of hidden struggles that come with taking control of your working mom life, especially as a busy, successful career mother. Some blockers that will make self-sabotage unknowingly or make you self-sabotage unknowingly. Comfort and familiarity. Familiarity, that word is getting me. Known versus unknown risks. Lack of self-awareness of your growth and evolution in your beliefs, values, standards, and definition of things such as balance and success. Comparison and holding yourself to impossible standards. Know that you are the key to creating the working mom life you want, need, and love. And there is no one-size-fits-all solution to overcoming your frustrations and finding the right way to juggle, blend, and balance career and motherhood in a way that works for you. Too often we spend so much time and energy searching for answers outside of ourselves when in reality the answers have been within us all along. Social media is a wonderful tool and we can use it to see what's possible and get inspiration to go after the lives we want. However, please be mindful that someone on social media doesn't know what phase of your working mom life you're in or the support systems you have at home and at work or the lack thereof. They aren't aware of your upbringing, family dynamics, the demands you have on you from extended family or the needs of your children that may make how you approach balancing all the roles you wear as a working mother different. Could you be holding yourself to unrealistic expectations unknowingly? An example, looking at that working mom with her 5 children and successful career with beautiful Instagram ready posts of how she does her morning routines with her kids, getting her kids off to school as she crushes it at work or crush her goals at work and makes magazine ready meals at the end of the day while you're struggling to do it all with only 2 kids. Judging your entire life against her 6-second clips of her life. Give yourself grace, mama. Let's look more into internal resistances you may face going after the working mom life you love. All right, get ready. All right, these are only, I have to be like, these are meant to help you see yourself better, okay? All right, and remember, these are coming from a place because I've gone through these. I uncovered these things within myself, so I'm able to speak from that place. So get ready to receive this and hear it and see if you are experiencing some of these internal resistances, because these are not as easy to identify. All right. All right. So the next one here is the ego of a busy working mother. Your need to keep busy being busy and the pride you get from feeling needed in demand, being the person everyone depends on and calls on. It may be time to start saying no and stop volunteering to be everyone's hero. It may be time to start saying no and stop volunteering to be everyone's hero. All right. Next, being a successful career woman may be a hindrance that is masking as an internal obstacle that you have as well. You may have an attitude or mindset of, I'm successful. Yes, the evidence speaks for itself. I have a track record of success, of meeting and exceeding all goals and expectations. And this attitude and mindset may cause you to not even consider looking within yourself for answers. And you keep searching for answers outside of yourself, when in fact, the root cause of overcoming your frustrations can only be found within yourself. The root cause of overcoming your frustrations can only be found within yourself. Next, an aversion to self-help, personal development, self-improvement is another internal resistance you may face unknowingly that will hinder you from getting the support you need to overcome your working mom challenges. All right, so here it is, like having this attitude and mindset of only people with quote unquote problems do self-help or self-improvement stuff. And you will literally stay away from the personal development and the self-help sections in bookstores and feel the need to get out of the self-improvement section, as it is only for people who something is wrong with. And oh my goodness, you may even frown on people doing all that self-help mumbo jumbo foolishness. Not realizing that you're evolving, growing, and leveling up is another internal resistance that you may face. It's hard to see this shift within ourselves as a busy, successful career mother, juggling all the things. Your beliefs, values, and definition of success is evolving and evolves. This may hinder you from discovering the root cause of your working mom's frustrations. And you keep making band-aid fixes, band-aid solutions. Like you are being the boss that you are. You're proactive and have taken responsibility, ownership, and agency of your life, like the boss that you are. However, after a few months, those feelings of frustration keep coming back. A new job may not be your true solution. That may just be another band-aid solution. If you've been listening to the podcast and hear my examples, you know this is like me speaking to myself a few years ago. Next one is acceptance of things, people, jobs that are not in alignment with what you want, because you're sick and tired of trying to fix things only to find yourself feeling disappointed. So you end up just accepting your fate. Like, this is how life is. This is how it is to have a career and be a mom. This is how it is to be a successful career woman or a successful career mom. So be aware of acceptance being an internal resistance that you may be facing. Next is settling in frustration because you can't figure out your next step, or settling because you feel ashamed or guilty for wanting a better life when you already have so much. So you just settle and feeling guilty, this guilt for wanting it all or having it all, however, feeling discontent and unhappy, torn between a career that fulfills you and your desire to be the best mom you can be, and the mom your children need. Your determination to succeed is another internal resistance that you may not be able to see. So your determination to succeed at all costs, where it comes with overwhelm, burnout, and negative impact on your health and well-being. Remember, you don't have to do it all to have it all, a career and a family, or be considered a successful working mother. So you don't have to do it all to be considered a successful working mother. Another internal resistance, your fear of other people's opinions may be another internal resistance you can't see as you make the change you need to make. So, like later on at the end of this, you'll hear I share some of the things that I've gone through. And just the fear of making change can also hold you back, or unknowingly you could be taking action or not taking action that is preventing you from overcoming the frustrations you're experiencing as a working mother and moving forward to create the life that you need now in the season of your life. So your fear of other people's opinions may be another internal resistance that you can't see, all right? This one is like so deep and powerful that this affected me so much. I didn't even understand the magnitude of how much time and energy, mental space I would use worrying about what if people feel, think, and see and do, instead of moving forward and staying paralyzed in my head, worrying about other people's opinion, what they may think, feel, and do. So be mindful of that and check if that's an internal resistance that you may be facing that's preventing you from moving forward and creating the working mom life that you need. All right, so how to overcome these resistance. First, identify what you want and need now in the season of your life as a working mother. Then think about how you will get from where you are to where you want to go. How will you go from the life you have now to the life you want and need? Start making the change you need in your personal and professional life. Let go of what is not in alignment with what you want and the working mom life you're creating. Get the support and support systems you need. Keep tuning in to this podcast every week. Take notes, journal, go to the Rockstar Career Moms website for additional tools and resources, and focus on the things you can control, the controllables. Focus on the controllables. All right, some Rockstar Career Moms disclaimers. Everything I share on this podcast is my current belief based on my life experiences and what I know at the time of the recording. As I grow and evolve, my beliefs will also shift and change. Give yourself permission to learn, grow, and develop new beliefs, and let go of the beliefs, values, definitions, groups, communities, things that no longer serve who you are today or who you want to be or what you want. Finally, I'm sharing and coaching you via this podcast based on my personal and professional experiences up till now. I'm also working to become my best self. This is a journey, not a destination. I will share truthfully to the best of my knowledge as I grow and keep learning. It's been a long journey to get to this place, sharing with you in this moment. And my beliefs, values, and definitions of success and balance have changed as I continue to learn and grow. What has never changed is my desire to become my best self at each stage and phase of my life. This is what gives me life, is the ability to grow. And as I accomplish one goal, is going after the next goal. Does that sound familiar to you? My high achieving, high performing working mom. Another thing, like you will not identify with everything you hear on this podcast, and that is okay. I encourage you to listen and take the nuggets that speak to you. Grab the nuggets that will help you get through whatever you are struggling with now in the season of your working mom life. Have you ever read a book or watched a movie more than once? In the second or third time reading that book or watching that movie, you pick something up new? Your brain will grab and hold onto the nuggets, the tools, the message you need at that time. Our brains are wonderful and powerful tools that unconsciously work to protect us and absorb what we need to survive. So I encourage you to give yourself permission to show up and take what you need from this podcast. We're all different, yet so similar. The Rockstar Career Moms podcast is dedicated to supporting women who want to successfully juggle their careers in motherhood without sacrificing themselves. Women who want to thrive juggling career and motherhood. You can expect tools, systems, processes, and stories that will support and empower you no matter what stage of your or phase of your working mom journey you're in. And so I have to share this. Like, I originally started this list, this disclaimer list to help me do this work and stop worrying and thinking about what people will say, think, and do. I needed to give myself permission to fail forward fast and sit in the process of learning and growing through my failures, my quote unquote failures. I needed to give myself permission to evolve unapologetically after what feels like a lifetime of hearing from the people closest to me, saying things such as, "You're changing, you're forgotten where you're from, you forget where you come from," or maybe you should go back to a real job, or making remarks such as, or, or making remarks such as, "You've been saying and doing that for years." As I fight to struggle to build and grow my business how I want and need to, without compromising my beliefs and values, or the most important things, people and relationships in my life. I needed to give myself permission. So I started this list just because I keep fighting to become who I feel called to be by going after the life I want. Not only just want, it's need and love in the life I feel called to go after. So I hope this helps you to give you, I hope this helps you to give yourself permission to evolve, grow, and go after the working mom life that you want, need, and love, the life you feel called to live. My goal is to equip you with tools, strategies, and processes to support and empower you in creating and living the working mom life you want, the life you need, the life you love, the life you want for yourself as a woman, blending, balancing, and juggling career and motherhood. The life that enables you to thrive as a successful working mother without sacrificing yourself. So grab what you need now. All of this may not resonate with you, so just hang on to the things that spark something for you and grab it. Grab what you hear that sparks something within you, and then go back to those sparks and journal on them, investigate them. Look within yourself to uncover what your gut, your soul, that thing within you that you just, is pulling at you to go for and is calling out to you for. And remember, it's a journey. Ladies, it is not a one and done, wave your magic wand, one-time solution. Nope, it is not. As you can already tell, once you find your rhythm juggling all the things as a working mother, life happens, right? Something change with your job, your career, or something shifts in your personal life. Your kids grow to another stage and the demands on your time and energy shifts. So use the tools you gather here from the podcast and the supporting tools and services at Rockstar Career Moms to help you go from frustrated to thriving. Use the tools to help you overcome your frustrations and move forward, consciously creating the life that you want and need. How are you feeling? What light bulbs went off for you of resistances you are facing? I know it can feel daunting to do this work as a busy working mother and to hear some of these things too, right? The thing is, things that seem more fun, relaxing, or simple will be easier to do. Keep thinking about the working mom life you want. What they say about what we focus on grows, and you have to, in the hard, think back to what you want. In some episodes back, maybe episode 2, I went through a visualization process where I encourage you and challenge you to really think about your ideal working mom life. So go back to that. Keep figuring what that is, and what that looks like now at this time in your working mom life. And think about what small action you can take this week to help you make space and time for yourself. Empower yourself. Put yourself back on your list, mama. Put yourself back on your list. Take the action you know you need to take to make the change you and your family needs. Your life and the life of your kids depends on it. All of this is not just me chatting on, because I want to. I know this personally and from the work that I've done and seen how working moms are struggling. And this is why a lot of people sit in this and settle and accept certain things, just feeling like this is how it is. Or unfortunately, many wait until that last straw that breaks the camel's back. So right now, I hope you're in a place where you can take back your power and make the change that you need. Because a lot of time we're not listening and hearing. And if we're not hearing what is that call that we should take, life will happen. And we also fight to hold on to things that we need to step away from. Again, you have the answers within yourself. Okay? Enjoy the journey of creating the working mom life you love. Empower yourself and emancipate yourself from the things holding you down and back from the life you want. Empower yourself and emancipate yourself from the things holding you down and back from the life you want. Enjoy the journey of creating the working mom life you love. Empower yourself and emancipate yourself from the things holding you down and back from the life you want. Please do share this episode and podcast with the working mothers in your life. Working mothers need support. You need support. It's not meant to just do all alone. It's okay to get support. Thank you for inviting me to speak life into you. It's my pleasure and honor. Big yourself up for taking this time to pour into your cup. So big yourself up for taking time to pour into your cup. Much love and respect to you. Yamik. Visit rockstarcareermoms.com for working mom resources, show notes, and our free Working Moms Balance Guide to help you kickstart your journey. Please subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you listen, and share it with the working moms in your life. Working mothers need support. It takes a village. Together, we'll rock it. Get